Hey Tiffany, Darren here, and we'll just kind of walk through stuff because you couldn't be here. But yeah, hopefully get all your questions answered, and you can always reach out to me. So, as far as the outside, let's see, metal siding. Everything out here was pretty good. We'll talk about a couple things as we go around, but let's see. Probably should, be best practice to divert this water a little bit further away from the edge of the foundation. You have a sub panel over here with electrical. And again, this is with a converted garage. I talked about this overhead electrical line that goes to the neighbor's house. It's almost touching your roof, and there should definitely be some, I'll double check that clearance, but it's got to be like at least 5 feet, so that's something that Idaho Power should take care of. Out here looks pretty good. Make sure the cat doesn't go inside. They've got an abandoned sprinkler box over here, but it looks like they're doing this all manually. So HVAC is running fine. I just noted like that insulation on there should be buttoned up a little bit so it's not losing any moisture. While we're at it, so this overhead electrical line, I take some videos of this, but those wires should be in place on the roof to help support that mast. So that's definitely something that needs to be addressed. This is your main electrical power with your shut off in here. That all looked pretty good. There's a couple small things going on with the electrical inside, and we'll talk about that. Out here, and you see how close that electrical line is up there. That's definitely not sufficient clearance. This is your septic clean out location, so that goes out to the street. A couple things on this side. There was a tree over here, kind of damaged this siding area. It's hard to tell if that goes any further back, but it's definitely degraded all that siding right there. And then there should be some clearance, when that siding is right down on the dirt, that's going to be sucking up any of that moisture. Now, you do have some roof coverings protecting that, so that does help you in that regard. A little bit of unsupported concrete here. It's just best to have something under there to support that. I mean, they still have the garage door here and an opener, which doesn't function obviously, but yeah, it's kind of an interesting feature. When I'm up on the roof, that all looked pretty good. There's a couple spots where they had some misaligned shingles and stuff, and I take a video when I'm up there. But all in all, this section of the roof is definitely pretty old. I would say that's getting to be on its last legs. The main house shingles and stuff look good. When I'm inside the home, I'm checking every door, window, everything that can run water before I go in the crawl space. You have GFCI outlets in here, and those all are tripping appropriately. You have a couple spots with some open ground, like specifically on this outlet, and then there's some in that kind of front office. So most of the electrical has been upgraded, but with an open ground, it just means that bottom leg is not grounded. So the appropriate way to resolve that is to have a GFCI outlet in those locations. I'm also testing, just since we're here, this is a moisture meter I use to test every place that there's water on the floor and stuff, and I take pictures of that. Everything looked pretty good there. Your attic access is here, crawl space access there. There's one disconnected HVAC duct in the crawl space, and that's putting air to that vent, so that's currently not putting out any air. That needs to be reconnected. This fan is for pulling in fresh air from out of the old chimney. Up in the attic, actually the attic access is too tight to safely get up in there, but I got up there as far as I could. Everything I could see looked appropriate. This is a sump pump, or not a sump pump, a condensate pump, so when you have water coming out of there from your or your air conditioner, that's going to pump that out. This is the old, this is on crawl space, this is down on concrete. Couple spots with like some missing, oh, that one worked fine, sorry. The couple light switches that I didn't turn anything on, some of those maybe just burned out light bulbs, but just noting that. And this is that kind of garage door opener that's still in place. I will note that back here, it doesn't have any AC. It has heat via the baseboard or electric heater there. This lock is giving me a little ornery as far as getting that to correctly lock. Noted that. But yeah, it's kind of a cool place. I couldn't get these two windows to open, so they appear that they should, but right now they're kind of locked in place. Again, everything functioned fine back here. You got GFCI protection in this bathroom. I think this is one of the switches. It probably goes to an outlet. Filter's dirty, that should be replaced as soon as possible. This burner was not functioning. I guess on that note, I do test everything in there that can be tested. I ran the dishwasher, that sort of thing. Check that. I don't think there was any issues in here. You got GFCI outlet, so that's good. I will note that you don't have a fan in the laundry room, so might be a good idea to put one in there. So this is the other room that has that open ground on the outlets. Also noting the smoke detectors are not, those have been pulled off or not installed at this point. There are not any CO detectors in here at the time, or at the moment. I'd probably recommend you get some just because you do have a gas furnace. So anyway, that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions.